little Palmer, a majestic-looking iron shot.
As long as a man has to go for a walk in a golf course, there is hardly a better place than straight up the last fairway at St Andrews, where one is surrounded by 500 years of history and embraced by the buildings of the old town itself. The words aren't mine. They were written by an American, Dan Jenkins, in Sports Illustrated. And he'd perceived what we in Britain tend to take for granted, that an Open at St Andrews is a historical phenomenon. For here in 1978 is the same old course. R&A clubhouse behind the first tee. Smoke and burn in front of the green. The backdrop of university brick and the old grey tomb. Perceptibly flat and strangely shapeless, with 100 hidden bunkers and vast double greens. Only the railway's gone, ironically ripped away and replaced by the old four-wheel cars. The same hazards and frustrations as for generations. Valley of Sin before the 18th green. The infamous road behind the 17th.
Brian Barnes playing up to the 17th. Will it? Will it? And it claims yet another victory.
Unchanging challenges. Once for gentlemen amateurs on the one hand, caddies, the early professionals on the other. But today, the amateur's an esoteric peripheral sideshow.
Peter McAvoy, the amateur champion. Second shot to the 18th green. Beautifully played. McAvoy running his leg towards him.
And the professionals are the modern millionaires, and their would-be emulators from far corners of the world.
Nakajima of Japan. This for a birdie at the 18th. My word, is this going to be a championship that the Orientals are going to steal away from us?
It is, in fact, the Japanese who leads the entire field after the first round. Isao Ioki with a 68. Yes, you, sir. You with the odd Oriental putting style. And after the second round, Ioki still leads, but now jointly with two others, America's Ben Crenshaw, and Spain's Severiano Ballesteros, who himself led until he drove out of bounds over the hotel wall at 17. The scene is almost set for the third and fourth rounds, and already even champions are struggling.
Hubert Green, United States Open champion of 77.
Only by that, as Green straightened the last two rounds on one spot away. Qualifying scored too steep for Lanny Watkins, the US PGA champion, Graham Marsh, the world match play champion, Tony Jacklin, the one-time British and US Open champion, and Johnny Miller, champion of Royal Golf, and Berkeley of the world in 2 years. So that's the position. 24 players within 4 strokes. 2 days to go. Friday, July the 14th. Nearly 100,000 spectators have been here already this week, beating the championship record with a day to spare. 25,000 odd today will see some dramatic events.
Nakajima at the 17th, only one stroke off the lead, but in the notorious road bunker. Oh, and he's left it in. Would you believe it? That's his 4th shot. He was on the green in 2, putted into the bunker. He's now playing 5. Still not out. That's 6, and it tries, but comes back again. for 7, but on his way to a tragic 9.
Early on this third day, 2 things become clear. The road hole is to be a fulcrum of fortune, and this very open is to become, well, even more open. Simon Owen, a New Zealander, little regarded at this level, finishes in 67. Very nearly 66, to be 4 under for the championship, and only 1 stroke behind the overnight leaders.
So that's the target to beat as the leading contenders begin to go out. This is Britain's young Nick Faldo at the 7th. Second shot to one of the familiar big double greens. Faldo's 1 under par. Hard to imagine that Faldo is barely 21. And a majestic stroke. His partner already on in 2. He's playing today with Scotsman Bernard Gallagher. Gallagher, longish putt for a birdie. And just over borrows, but that's a certain par 4. Now Nick Faldo. This for a birdie 3. Oh, smoothly, confidently down the birdie, goes 2 under, just 3 strokes off the lead. Behind on the first fairway, the mighty Tom Watson, the defending champion, 3 under par. Second shot now coming up to the first green, no bunkers, but there's the dreaded Swilkenburn. He doesn't seem to have hit that quite hard enough, could be in the water. Would you believe it? Hops over the burn, so fortune smiling early on for Tom Watson. Playing with Watson today, another talented Japanese, Ozaki. Passive face as he thinks about Watson's good fortune, a chance for a birdie 3. Just misread it. Taps this one in for a par 4 to remain 3 under par. Watson moves away and coming up behind, Severiano Ballesteros, one of the 3 joint overnight leaders, playing today with Bob Shearer of Australia. Shearer 4 under par, just 1 off the lead, and goes right to the back of the green, a long putt. Maybe a bit of a struggle for his par 4. Now Ballesteros. All the confidence of youth, this lovely free swing. And is it far enough? No, it's not. In the burn. And what a way to start. Ballesteros, there she lies. You have to pick that one out. And he'll be chipping onto the green for 4. Hamish Dawson of the R&A confirms the ruling. Telling him where to drop now. Can he get down in 2? Tricky little shot. Beautifully done. But that's a 5 for Ballesteros, so straight away he loses the lead he shared overnight with today's final pair, Aoki from Japan at 5 under. The same as Ben Crenshaw from the United States.
Crenshaw and Aoki, as well as Ballesteros, are destined to lose their lead. But this is commonplace on a day when the permutations of who leads whom, by how many, becomes more fleeting and contradicting almost by the minute.
Britain's Peter Oosterhuis now, and Australia's Peter Thomson playing the 11th. This for a birdie 2. Will it swing? Yes, it will. Thomson goes 4 under, 5-time Open champion. And here he is at the age of 48 in contention. Oosterhuis now, 4 under par. This also for a birdie. Oh, well done, sir. 5 under now and takes a share of the lead.
The permutation aspirations of leadership continue. Then suddenly, Tom Watson goes 6 under and the outright leader. This is the position from which the crucial moves of this third day will take place. And this the platform that springs most of all, the frightening 17th road home.
And coming to it now, Nick Faldo, still 2 under par, but well short of the green in 2. And he's got a nigh-on impossible shot. The pin positioned over the bunker, the road waiting behind. Up and, oh, very fortuitous indeed. Pitched in the little corner, in the groin of the bunker. Now, can he hold this putt for his par 4? Coming up behind, same 17th hole, Jack Nicklaus, 5 under par, safe line from the tee, but too far left. Long shot with a 2-iron. And, oh, unlucky, pitched right in the face of the green, and you can see rolling back and back, a little bit lower, and that could have chased right up to the flag, well to the back of the green. And up ahead, Nick Faldo at the 18th. He's got to come over the Valley of Sin, a big depression sitting right in front of the flag. Nips it off the road, which runs across the 1st and 18th, known as Granny Clark's Wine, and looks to be very good indeed, and it is. A real chance for a birdie 3. Spectators poised everywhere. Tribulations of Jack Nicklaus. He's left his first putt at least 10 feet short. This for his par 4. Playing with Nicklaus is 3 under. And next sits Peter Oosterhuis, 5 under now, only 1 stroke off the lead. A brave drive from the tee, now in the perfect position for his second shot. A 1-iron. He's pulled it round now. That could be all right if it gets a nice bounce, comes up the green. He's played the ideal looking stroke, just not hard enough to chase it right up to the flag. Played very comfortable, solid golf indeed. Sideways on. Look at the hole. Wide stance. Nice putt. Good speed. What a judge of distance. Certain par 4 keeps him just 1 stroke off the leader, Tom Watson, who's now driving at the 17th, and what an intimidating drive. The hotel and the grounds on the right-hand side, but if you go too far left, it makes the second shot just that much more difficult. Watson still with an awkward shot into the green. And is it hard enough? And it leaves him in that little corner by the road hole bunker. Very tricky shot indeed left for Tom Watson. Tight line with a sand iron. He's going to open the blade and he's going to try and land it softly by the pin. Oh, he's hit that one right off the pipe and it's going towards the road. Will it hold? Well, it does. Just got the blade too open, hands too far in front, just caught it, well, in the dreaded socket. Watson tried for his par 4. Looks to be a good speed, but it's left all the way, so that's a 5 drop stroke by Watson. So he's now tied for the lead at 5 under par with Peter Oosterhuis, who's playing his second shot to the 18th. Good looking stroke, right on line, maybe a little too strong. Yes, right over the flag. Peter Thompson now, 2 under. This putt we've seen so many times left short. Downhill and then uphill at the end. So that'll be a par 4 for Oosterhuis, a round of 69. So, now Thompson. Back to the 17th, Severiano Ballesteros. Second shot pulled wildly away to the left. It's his third, almost impossible shot. He's tried with the impossible and just failed. Trickles down onto the road. Playing with him, Bob Shearer on the green in 3. A genius at manufacturing all sorts of little shots. Oh, that flies by, but it may come down off the slope. He's whistling it back, and here she comes. But that's 4 for Ballesteros. Shearer on his way to a bogey 5. Ballesteros trying for his 5. No, sir. 2 strokes dropped to par. That's a 6, and now only 1 under. And he knows himself deep down that that's probably his chance at this championship gone. And now Bob Shearer's putt for a 1 over par 5.
Consider today's score the road. 19 pars, 47 bogeys, 11 double bogeys, 2 treble bogeys, and 1 9. Poor Nakajima. And it's dictated how most have finished, because at the 18th, pars are the norm.
Tom Watson putting for a birdie and for a 69.
Watson makes par, so he and Oosterhuis tie for the lead. So just one question now. Can Ben Crenshaw, playing last of all and having parred the 17th, make it a 3-way tie with a day to go?
Crenshaw 4 under, 1 stroke behind, and an interesting spectator gallops across in search of something. Crenshaw's second shot to the 18th. Little strong. Aoki, 3 under par, is already on the green in 2. Crenshaw with this beautifully smooth putting style. Down the hill it swings a little from left to right, but he's not hit it hard enough by at least 4.5 feet. Now Aoki with this very weird-looking but effective putting stroke. Right across the green it comes, and also 4 under. That's the position. 24 players, all within 5 strokes.
the 15th. Overnight, something significant has happened. The wind has swung 180 degrees to the westward, against going up, behind coming back. Again, huge crowds, every man something to take the Thompson, 3 strokes back, and even Palmer, still on the fringe, has nostalgia.
Palmer, 1 over par overnight. Second shot to the second.
Whoa!
And again brings the crowd to their
For Japan, Aoki. For Australia, Shearer, as well as Thompson. For New Zealand, Simon Owen, who today, the penultimate pair, will meet for the first time the mighty Nicklaus.
Simon, your home is where?
Well, New Zealand.
I know that.
Wanganui.
The underdogs happen to be British, like Oosterhuis waiting to go out, and Faldo, 2 shots off the pace. That patriotism grows aggressively to chauvinism.
Faldo's iron shot to the 5th. Right to the haze line.
But there is also, among the penny connoisseurs of golf, realism. An awareness that among those top 24 are 10 Americans, technically proven and competitively hardened. These and others. Well, the nostalgists are to have a bad day. Palmer has a 75 for the second day running, Thompson 76. The patriots and chauvinists hold their breath. And the realists, the respecters of American strength, well, they're in for a few shocks, not just you.
2 of those battle-hardened Americans on the first, Tom Weiskopf and Tom Kite, both 3 under par, 2 strokes off the lead. This is Kite, 28 years of age, doesn't win many tournaments, but he's always there or thereabouts, winning great fat checks. Tom Weiskopf, the champion in 1973. He's already on the green in 2. It'll be long Tom to putt first. Trusty old blade putter. And stays above ground to a par 4 for him. Now Kite. And Kite strikes what may be the first significant blow of this final day and goes to 4 under par, just 1 stroke off the lead as the penultimate.
This is game number 31. On the tee, Simon Owen.
27 years of age, the New Zealand PGA champion, 4 under par. Only got into the championship through the qualifying rounds, and here he is just 1 stroke behind the leaders. Good drive, safely in position.
On the tee, Jack Nicklaus.
38 years of age, hasn't won a major championship for nearly 3 years. Some people think he may be over the hill. Well, 69 yesterday, 4 under for 3 rounds. Not bad going. Beautifully placed. Now, who's to play the second shot first? Looks like Nicklaus. Yes, it is. 370 yards this opening hole. Jack, we hear, has made a slight adjustment to his grip. Of course, he's employed the interlocking grip for many years. And safely over. Good distance, but a long way to the right. Now Simon Owen. And he's to the left. Rolling ever nearer, with a fair bit of work left to do. They make their
This
way
is the
up
final
onto
game of the
green, behind
afternoon.
them on the tee,
This is game
the
number
overnight
32.
leaders.
On the tee, Peter Oosterhuis.
Will this become in this memorable day? This won't take that wide. And then that's straight up the middle.
On the tee, Tom Watson.
Vice winner and defending champion. Looks safe enough. Well, you'd expect that on this huge fairway which is shared with the 18th. They move up the fairway and ahead on the green. Jack Nicklaus has got his par 4. Simon Owen trying for a 3. And what a good one to start. We've just touched the edge of the hole. Always nice to start with a confident putt. Nicklaus and Owen lead the first, both of them 4 under par, and we hear that up ahead at the 5th, Tom Kite's got another birdie, so shares the lead with Watson and our own Peter Oosterhuis.
If Kite is the first to make his mark today, Nicklaus is the second. Jack has also gone 5 under. Realism then begins to be justified, particularly as the upstart Owen begins to drop strokes to par. Or does it? Because behind in the final pair, it's not Oosterhuis who cracks first, but Watson.
Down.
In 4 successive holes from 4th to 7th, the defending champion staggers from 5 under to 1 under. Oosterhuis himself drops 1 stroke, so Nicklaus and Kite alone now share the lead at 5 under par.
And at the 7th, Aoki, 4 under par. His second shot at this hole of 372 yards. That's the 11th flag. It's at 11 o'clock as they play across to the 7th green. Aoki with that strange-looking swing. How effective it is. How very effective. Crenshaw. 4 under par overnight, but a disastrous start. Now only 2. Very much better. There's nothing in the textbooks about this putting style. A good run at it again. This for a 3. Should have been a birdie 3. And sadly we move across to the 11th to see Bob Shearer of Australia. This one of the great short holes of golf. To our left is the 7th, where we've just seen Aoki and a very sad Ben Crenshaw, and here next door is the 11th green, steeply sloping 172 yards, and Bob Shearer's picked up a stroke today. He's 3 under. Very much the family man now, having sown a few wild oats in his early days. Now, can he finish off that beautiful tee shot with this putt for a 2 at the 11th?
And now the upstarts and underdogs and local boys making good show they are not finished. Owen storms round the loop of the far end of the course, gains 3 strokes on par in 4 holes and stands 5 under for the first time. Oosterhuis also gets back to 5 under. Then Nicklaus bursts through. He's just birdied the 12th to go 6 under par.
And a new name on the leaderboard here, Raymond Floyd. He's suddenly gone to 4 under, but now at the 17th and in the road bunker. 3rd shot. Oh, scored it away. Must have had a very awkward line here. Huge crowds gazing down on this famous green. Floyd for a par 4. drive indeed. And behind on the 17th, Tom Kite, still 5 under. 1 stroke behind Jack Nicklaus. Coming up onto the green. Good safe shot again. 17 further, not quite so terrifying today, with the wind helping the players down the fairway. Now Kite's long putt. Pace and swing to be judged perfectly. Good roll, a good speed, and Kite still 5 under. Raymond Floyd, 4 under. Floyd's second shot over the Valley of Sin, dripping down the shaft. Punches a real old Scottish run-up. We haven't seen too many of those up. She comes, and a very knowledgeable couple, Taylor and Duel. Well, he's got the hat on for the shot and a chance for a birdie. And who knows, perhaps a chance of the championship. What a scene. £12,500 for the winner, £10,000 for second place. Floyd for a 3. Nicklaus, the leader, is playing the 14th. This is that famous par 5, 560 terror-strewn yards. Disaster lurking at almost every step. Nicklaus's 3rd shot.
You have to bump it right into the knot, David. And it didn't come off very
Ball's
good
up
from the
and up,
floor.
and it's working its way to the hole. And how about that for judgment of pace? Simon Owen, 3rd shot, 14th hole. He keeps the ball close to the ground as well. Running, 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 running. Yes. Up ahead, Tom Kite comes to the 18th. Today playing a drive and a little pitch and run. His partner today, Tom Weiskopf. And it's bumbling up through the dreaded Valley of Sin. Beautifully pitched. Rather unhappy there at 1 over par. Out of it now, of course. But this man certainly isn't Tom Kite. Ray Floyd in the clubhouse at 5 under par. If Kite can get down at 2, he will be 6 under par. Still has a putt for 69. Replay right there. There they are, perched in the roofs, looking down on Kite, attempting a long putt for a 69. Slope's beating him. 18 inches away. For that certain putt for kite a round of 70, total 283, 5 under, time with Ray Floyd, and who knows, maybe a playoff at the end of the day. Meantime, Oosterhuis 4 under at the 14th. This monster par 5, he's hit 2 tremendous shots onto the back of the green. A long putt for an eagle 3. If it goes in, he ties for the lead. That's some yard or so, dead on line. Good putt, it'll be a birdie 4. Oosterhuis just 1 stroke behind the leaders, who are battling away at the 15th. Joint leader, Simon Owen. 3rd shot, par 4, 15th. Pitch and run. So Nicklaus must hold this long putt to stay tied for the lead. Onto the 16th tee. Owen still attacking, using a driver. Mighty hit. And Nicklaus with his greater experience, playing with a 3-wood. That's safely down the fairway. Meanwhile ahead, the 17th, the hands of Ben Crenshaw. Long, long putt for a birdie 3. Edge of the fairway with his drive. This par 4 hole, 382 yards. Nicklaus to play his 2nd shot first. Wind whipping down behind the players. A lofted iron. And a good one. Now with the more difficult line into the flag, Simon Owen. Right at the flag, but it looks to be too hard. Indeed, catches the back and skids through towards the 17th tee, and that leaves him a very awkward chip back to the flag. Quite a bit of green to work with, but he's got a lot of work to get his par 4. And the drama building up for Nicklaus. Only 7-8 feet from the hole in 2. Simon Owen well over the green. He's a stroke ahead. Oh, what would he give now for another magical chip shot? Awkward one through the umps and the ollers. Nicklaus lurking right to the outside. Down she comes, up to the slope, and barely makes it and doesn't. Falls back into the hollow. And this could be a swing. At least 2 strokes on the 16th hole. Owen again. Slides past. Owen will take a bogey 5 as Nicklaus prepares for a birdie 3. This to go 7 under par. This for the lead. Tremendous fight for all the leading places. Nicklaus 7, Owen 6. Floyd and Kite in the clubhouse 5 under. Oosterhuis 5 under. Crenshaw here at the 18th, 4. Aoki no longer in contention. Crenshaw's putt for a 3 at the 18th. Finishes with a couple of birdie, 5 under par. Aoki congratulates Crenshaw, finishes 3. Tremendous excitement as Jack Nicklaus, leading the championship by a single stroke, comes to the 17th. Drives with 3 wood.
Oh, beauty.
Now Simon Owen, still taking a driver, letting it all go. Much too far left. Well, Nicklaus has dropped a stroke each time he's played this 17th hole. Will he try and force it today? He knows the road's waiting behind the greens, but he does have the knowledge and the experience of playing this course under these conditions when he won the championship here in 1970. Just punching a 6-iron. Comes up the front of the green. Doesn't drive the hill. Side of the fairway. And it's skipping towards the wall to the end. Much can happen yet. Just looking very relaxed indeed. His putt just across on the road. Simon Owen wonders how to get it close. Up the bank, can go. Much closer in 3 than young Simon Owen. It's a long putt. Greens are getting quicker and quicker. Lots of slopes to contend with. Oh, look at this. Within 12 inches or so, and that surely must close the door. There's 1 stroke ahead. Owen, of course, must hold his putt to remain only 1 stroke behind. For his 4. But it's a bogey 5. That leaves Jack Nicklaus in front by 2 strokes with just 1 hole to play. Again the 3 wood for Nicklaus at the 18th. This monster fairway. No great heroics, he's 2 strokes ahead. Shaw is aiming at the clock, famous clock on the clubhouse wall, and there she comes, bounding towards the green, very confident, smiling. Simon Owen. Good hit also.
maybe to re-quote now, the rest of the bard Dan Jenkins' words is precipitous. Nicklaus for sure looks the winner, comfortably so. But the championship has not quite run its course. There is time yet, perhaps, for some suspense.
So Nicklaus's second shot, the 72nd hole. Feet together, hands ahead. Quick break of the wrist and a little punch, a little pitch and run. And goes on and on and on. That infamous position at the back of his funnel. Now Simon Owen. For a moment to the 17th, where Peter Oosterhuis has a shortish putt for his par 4 to stay 5 under. Oh, that's a tragic miss by Oosterhuis, and that'll certainly cost him a share at second place after playing so well this week, as indeed has Brett Fallow. Young Nick Fallow finished 3 under par. And back to the leaders. Jack Nicklaus first to come. He'll know all about this one from the back of the green. Wasn't it here that Doug Sanders 3-putted from, or perhaps a little closer, when Nicklaus won this championship in 1970? Simon Owen hole his. Jack will have to get his into the hole to win the championship by 1. Swung across the face of the hole, so that's a par 4, round of 71, total 283, 5 under par, and shares second place at this moment with Floyd Kite and Ben Crenshaw.